All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap No Filter. I'm your host, Molly G. Back at you on another episode of Running With You. And today we got to run about this clip I came across. It's on Cam Newton podcast again, man. Shout out to Cam Newton. He been doing this thing, man. This dude go viral with them every episode he do with a guest. But in this particular clip I came across, he's kind of checking the artist Spice on blaming men for colorism. And this has been a debate for a long time. Colorism in the dating scene when it comes to the black community and colorism just in general. But let's go ahead on and get into the clip without further ado. I haven't watched this, so we're gonna react to this together.
I feel like it's more difficult for a dark skinned black woman. And I say dark skin because you have black women who are not dark skinned. So I just feel like it's more difficult. Even the guys with music videos, they'll put a lighter skinned girl or choose a Eurocentric looking girl to put in their videos over a darker skinned girl. So I feel like, I'm very open when it comes on to colorism. I think it's very obvious that we still have colorism.
How do we navigate through that?
I think when our black men start treating our dark-skinned black woman like the prize that they are, that can change as well. But you notice our black men, they like to date a different.
I'll let you finish drinking.
You come for me today, I'm here come out. I'm here come out.
Because
I'm here come out.
Because let me tell you something. Last time I had this conversation
What?
with a black woman talking about black men choosing black women, that black woman wasn't even with a black man.
But see, it goes both ways. There's a reason why maybe she's not with the black man because of how the black man treats us.
Oh my goodness.
I the truth.
But
You see, if you're gonna go there with me, you have to take a deep breath and think about it, because me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I'm gonna bring it all the way.
But did you not give more grace to the woman more so than to the man? Because the man could say maybe his experience with black women has not been the same with dating a separate colored woman.
Well, a man would have to tell me, it's straight up, okay, we feel like this. So do you want to elaborate a little bit more so I can see exactly where you're coming from?
No, I asked you, or I made the statement, the last time I had this conversation with a black woman challenging black men to choose black women, that black woman was not with a black man.
Right.
And you said maybe.
Because the black men treat us differently.
Correct. Well, the black man could say the same thing with his experience with said black woman. And I'm not.
Yeah, man. A woman gonna always give another woman grace no matter what she do. She gonna always flip it on, okay, well, maybe the man did, but the man could do the exact same thing and he will get ridiculed for his choice on why he did what he did when it comes to dating a lighter skinned woman or a different race of woman. I think when it comes to this conversation, man, it's a lot of people like to, a lot of people like to, say darker women are more loud, darker women are less feminine, they're more ratchet, things of that nature. But man, I didn't see some women who are just, is my color, same way. I done seen women who are lighter than me, same way, as to where to how they act, how they the energy they carry, the way they talk. And at the end of the day, birds gonna all deal with upbringing. And I always say this, man, usually these lighter skinned girls, They have the certain hair texture that a lot of these men are looking for. And when a woman is dating a darker man, you know, she could say, "Oh, I'm dating the dark skin because they more hood. I'm dating the dark skin because uh they more manly, they more masculine. Light skinned dudes are sassy, light skinned dudes are weak, light skinned dudes are feminine, but they won't get no backlash off that. Or they could just go outside their race, talk down on black men, but big up a white man. Won't get no backlash from that. So it's like a man can have his preferences, get ridiculed. A woman can have their preferences, nobody bats an eye. And like I say, I think a lot of the times the darker skinned women don't have that same type of hair texture that a lot of men are looking for compared to a lighter skinned woman. When usually sometimes lighter skinned women are sometimes mixed, black and white, black Latina, and they have that certain hair texture that a man, you know, be liking. Me personally, as long as your hygiene good, that's all I care about. As long as your hair is washed and clean good, that's all I care about. I don't really too much get into how the texture is. I don't care about, if you're light. I don't care if you're dark. I don't care if you're my color. It gonna all come down to what's your core values, what's your morals. Are you feminine? Do you make my life easier? Do you have a nurturing aspect to you? Are you loyal? Are you trustworthy? I care about that type of thing. Now, if I had to choose a preference, I would definitely want to date a black woman. And as far as her color go, I would prefer that golden brown. Me, I love that golden brown. It just, to me, that's my favorite type of, you know, color, like Rihanna's color or Olivia from G Unit, Free from 106 in Park. Like I like that golden brown. But if she were real dark skin and dark like JT, I wouldn't mind that. If she was red like Glorilla, I wouldn't mind that. You just got to have those core values that I look for.
I'm not speaking. I'm speaking from what I've experienced from others. You see what I'm saying?
Have you ever dated a black woman?
I'm with a black woman.
Okay. And is your experience, well, obviously, if you're with a black woman, that's not your experience.
No,
So that means
I'm speaking.
that
I'm
it is
speaking from my
possible
peer
to date
group.
black women.
Oh, for sure.
And I think the woman that he was talking about when he was like the black women that's, you know, that he had that conversation with, I think he was talking about K Michelle. Because if I'm not mistaken, K Michelle, the guy that she's dating is white, I believe.
Sure. But I'm saying I'm speaking from
Y'all could fact check that in the comment section.
my peer group. I'm speaking to the people who I come in contact with, and they've chosen
The
other races. And
Other
when you
race.
have those
Well, for me,
conversations,
speaking for my peers, I personally feel like they choose other races because a lot of times our black men will treat the other races better than they would treat us, and they would act like, oh, they're the prize because of their complexion or their color of the skin or their look, their Eurocentric look. So even in Jamaica, it was a thing where they call it browning. If you get a brown girl, it's like, oh, guess what? I get a browning. But if you get a dark girl, a dark skinned girl, it's like, I have a girlfriend. So it's been a thing where I don't know,
Damn.
men just feel like they have a bigger prize with a lighter skinned woman. And it doesn't matter what the race is. That's just my experience. I don't know. That's just my experience when it comes on to my friends group. That's what I think.
and we can talk about this all day.
Yeah, because people are gonna have mixed reviews, mixed
sure.
reactions, and everybody's gonna be entitled to their opinion. But I've just seen it, even with artists and music videos.
Yeah.
They want the lighter skinned girl to the front, or,
I just have acknowledged that when a black man
Shout out to Two Chains. I think he had a video called "The Feds Watching" with Pharrell, and he insisted on having nothing but dark skinned women in the video. Y'all could go check out that video if y'all want to fact check that. But I believe Two Chainz had a video like that to, you know, go against the stereotype of it's always light skinned women in videos. You know, all the video vixens got to be, you know, light skinned. You know, the brown paper bag test.
And choose another race, he's a sellout. If a black woman choose another race, you go, girl. You
I've
do
seen they
what's you
call
do
women
what's
sell out too.
you do what's best for you. And it's almost as if you assume that a black man did it. When you look at individuals who have enormous platforms, whether athletes, whether entertainers, whether artists, and you uncover, hey, she's not with a black man. She's more likely to get more grace than an athlete, than an entertainer, or a musical artist that has chose a black man who's an artist, athlete, or entertainer, and he has chose somebody outside of his race. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's
I've
not it's
seen
not
they
it's
said
not
a woman is a
comparable.
sellout as well when she dates another race. So I don't know. It is a big topic.
Yeah.
Man, this topic right here, bro, this gonna just always go on, bro. Like this been going on since, you know, I was young. You know, an insult would be you're black. You know, you're this black, and you know, like being black was a part of the insult growing up as a, you know, a child. You know, because I remember people used to tease people and say, "Yeah, man, you burnt like a biscuit," you know, and all this and all that, and you always have those other type of backhanded remarks. Oh, you real pretty for a dark skinned girl, you know, when you do come across a dark skinned girl, you know. So there's always been, you know, a thing. This ain't nothing new. I want to know what y'all experiences is. Dark skinned woman, feel free to come in the comments section. Do you agree with Spice? Do you disagree with Spice? Do you agree with Cam? You know, let me know what y'all think. Um, in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Until next time, I'm out.